Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Colby Rebel Show. I am your host, Colby Rebel, where my goal tonight is to bring your loved ones a little bit closer. So gather around, grab your drink, and have a seat. If you want to get in the call lines, go ahead and do that right away. Here you go. 310-997-4966. 310-997-4966. So much is happening, right? Now we've got the holidays upon us. Start to get your planning in and see how we can make the best of these pandemic holidays. And it's about being creative, isn't it? It really is about what is important and prioritizing our lives. And, we are getting close to the year end. I'm pretty sure New Year's Eve is going to be one heck of a celebration this year. But here's the thing. Are you where you want to be? Are you at that place that you desire? Or is there more? Do you feel like 2020 has held you back? Are you going to look back and feel like you made excuses in 2020? Right? So, this is an opportunity. You got a couple months left to really do as much as you can to get up to the level you thought you would be at the beginning of the year. Right? It's easy, when things are shut down and we can't do, and so much financial hardship for so many people, and mostly that uncertainty, right? I don't know if it's necessarily always that financial hardship. I know for a lot of people, it was the uncertainty. Yes, I have a job now. Will I have one tomorrow? However, this is an opportunity to start over. It is an opportunity to start with a clean sheet of paper and write on it what it is you dream, what you desire. How can you go about it, right? Because no matter what, we can still always go for our higher self, our content, our purpose, and all of those things that we are meant to truly do with our lives. It's not always that 9 to 5 grind. I'm telling you. Trust me from personal experience. The real world, when you make it your own, is wonderful and magnificent, and you absolutely can do it. So, I'm going to take some calls tonight. You know the rules here. Know who you want to connect to. And if you have that psychic question, be specific about it for me. Please, no speakerphone, no ringing, dinging, blinging. Let's turn everything off and let's really get in it, okay? As always, there are some wonderful things to mention. I did a pet event the other night and it was so much fun. I really had a blast. It was connecting to the attendees. They're pets in the living, they're pets in spirit. I really had an amazing time. It was so special. And so I am doing another one right here. Pets Connect, Animal Psychic and Spirit Messages. So this is another event that I am holding, and it is going to be Monday, November 23rd. So that's Monday, November 23rd. So it's all about pets, your pets in the living, your pets in spirit. Like I said, we had a blast. We had an amazing time. Also, coming up this Saturday, so a week from this Saturday, so the 21st, sorry. I'm like, this Saturday? No, next Saturday, Colby. The 21st. I am super, super excited. Remember, I did Janet Nohavec? We did that. We did it twice, that event. Well, guess what? We just added to it. So, Janet so kindly invited me back to do a demonstration with her and also with spirit artist Joe Shield. So, this is really going to be amazing. This is where two worlds meet. Again, it's Joe Shield, Janet Nohavec, and myself. It is November 21st. It is 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. So if you go on my Facebook there, or you can get the ticket link and grab your tickets. They always sell out, so make sure you grab your ticket, and they always go to charity. So it's really wonderful. So if you don't know what spirit art is, Joe, what he will do is, as Janet or myself are connecting, he draws that spirit. He draws what they look like. It's crazy and it's amazing and it's beautiful. So make sure you grab your ticket for that. Support an amazing cause. Those are two legends. So it is an absolute honor to be serving spirit alongside of them. Okay, couple more things, and then we are going to get those calls. Okay, here we go. We've got the development circles. They start next week. This is it. We are in it. We've got two for you. There is the beginner. So if you are a beginner, you're starting out, you just kind of want to see what this Scooby Sense nonsense is all about. This is it. That's how you do it. Okay. There's also the advanced spirit development circle. So that is another one. Again, that is for more of the advanced student, the one who has some experience. The beginners is for anyone who, if you've been dabbling in it or curious about it, jump in, join me. It's Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's for 4 weeks only. This is the last round of 2020, and then that is it. Okay, so grab your spot there. Come and hang out. It's really fun. People love it. I love it. We have a great time. So, all right, here we go. Listen, speakerphones off, right? Put those husbands, kids, animals, just, I don't know, put them in a room and close the door. Put yourself in a room, close the door. You know how it goes. You get a few minutes here. Try not to listen to the show while you're on call because then you'll miss it. Go ahead and listen for your area code, and we are going to have fun. I am looking forward to this. Here we go. Let's see. How about we do 253? Hi, 253. This is Colby. Who is this?
This is Denise.
Hi, Denise. How are you?
Doing good. How are
Good.
you?
I am well. I am well. What can I do for you tonight?
I'm just trying to figure out, like, I'm getting into mediumship and tarot, and I'm just trying to figure out where I should be focusing on. Should I be trying to go, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure this whole thing out. It's new. I'm 50, and I'm just trying to get a better grip on what I should be focusing on.
Absolutely. Okay, so one thing to do, Denise, that other than myself, which I will help you with, but another thing that you can do is you have a conversation with spirit and you say, how would you like me to be of service? How would you like for me to work with you and for you? So that tends to really help as well. Okay. In all honesty, Denise, I think the tarot, I think it's enjoyable for you. I think you can certainly add it into the psychic readings I see you doing. I just don't feel like you're going to need that tarot necessarily. So you might want to pull it out for a couple clarifying questions for someone. But I think the more you grow and the more you advance and the more you study, I don't actually think it's going to be those cards for you. I really feel like it's going to be more within the mediumship and then the psychic. So the psychic as well, but not necessarily needing those cards. Okay.
I just was going to say there's so many realms and aspects of
Yep.
this, you know, thing I'm joining into and getting into, and it's like it's
Oh,
crazy to think of all the avenues. So
there are so many modalities, and really though, it's about saying to yourself, where do I feel most needed? Where does it give me the greatest joy to give back? And so the tarot, like, is really, like I said, the tarot is fun. I don't necessarily see you doing that more long term. I really feel like you're going to not need those cards. So I want you to really keep developing, keep practicing, get in those development circles that I just mentioned. Really get yourself in there, and you're going to see that you don't need the cards and all. Okay.
gotcha. Yeah, no, I hadn't seen your class schedule and stuff, and I was like, whoa, okay, that looks good. So
Yeah.
I'll definitely be looking into that.
Yeah, look at both and see where you feel like it is, but I feel like you're gonna love it. I really feel like this is gonna be good for you, and just about trusting yourself. There's a lot that you've been going through, and a lot of decisions that you've had to make, and this is something where you get an opportunity to say, "Hey, wait a second, I want to start over, and I want it to be fun, and I want it to be healing," and so commit yourself to it now, and it's going to be wonderful for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
You're
And I
welcome.
will be looking at your classes.
All right, Denise, thanks so much, honey. You have a good
Thank,
night.
thank you.
Okay,
Bye
bye.
bye.
All right, everybody. Let us do another caller, right? Here we go. How about 850? Hi, 850. This is Colby. Who is this?
Jennifer,
Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am well. I'm well. What can I do for you tonight?
I was looking to see if there's any maybe some mediumship, maybe from an aunt that's on the other side, or even my husband that passed away.
Okay, got it. Okay. Let us see here. So I get a sense when I tap in for you. Sorry, they're both talking to me. So I'm trying your husband says, "Why didn't she ask for me first?" And I says, "Well, I think
Oh, nice.
she just might have just needed a little love from this aunt." He goes, "Well, I'm here too."
That's
Let's get
awesome.
into this. So I feel let me if you don't mind, I am going to start with the husband and then we'll let that aunt have her say if that's all right. So the
That's
interesting
fine. I
thing
can't believe you let him win, but that's good.
uh the thing is with him, I just feel like he's not a real he doesn't feel like a real in your face guy. So I feel like if he's saying, "Hey, wait a second, I'm here," then I'm going to pay attention. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like for him,
Mhm.
he doesn't need to be the center of attention. Does that make sense? Like, I don't feel like he needs to be the center of attention. So so for him to be so
Never
bold,
did.
yeah. So for him to be so bold to go, hey, hey, hey. um, but I feel like I get a sense from him though that he had some health issues. Is that correct, honey?
Yes.
Okay. I'm wondering if he happened to have a heart attack or is there a connection to a heart attack within the family?
He did have both. He did have a heart attack
Okay.
and he was undiagnosed.
Got it.
So his heart disease was undiagnosed.
Yeah, but I think it was genetic, wasn't it? So maybe his father or his
Yes.
grandfather also had a heart attack. Okay. Because I felt like this was a genetic thing. And I feel like for him, though, like I said, very unexpected for him. I just feel like, and here's the thing, too. I don't think he recognized any of the symptoms only because this is something he'd been dealing with his whole life, right? And so every once in a while, his heart would feel a little funny, but I think over time, he thought that was normal. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I don't think he really
Yeah.
recognized anything strange, but I feel like for him, if there's I do know he was affectionate with you, and I know he loves you. I just know that he wished he would have said it even more. I feel like he just said, "Well, if I had known my time was so limited, I would have even been more affectionate with her." I would have I feel like you like to do things that he doesn't. So, and maybe that's like coupley things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He would do them, but he's like, "I really wish I would have done them more with her when she asked me to do them, and I wish I would have gotten dressed up more for her." So I think he was a real casual dresser, am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Did you always ask him to get dressed up for things? Because it feels like he's like, "I just wish I would have gotten dressed up for her."
Well, yeah, but when I live in Florida,
Yeah,
and when you live in Florida and you work outside all
yeah,
day, like the
yeah.
last thing you want to do is get dressed up for anything.
I know, but he just feels like he wished he would have for you. And it gives me a sense where I do feel like he's a very committed person. I wonder if he enjoyed the water because he just keeps showing me the ocean. So do you know was he a water lover or were you near the water at
Oh.
all?
No, that would be the activity I always asked him to
Oh,
do, and he would tell me no. So,
there you go. So
so it was perfect. It was
yeah,
perfect.
so he
So, and the reason I didn't ask for him first is because he's been on the other side for 7 years.
Mhm.
And whenever I've asked for him in the past,
Yeah.
nobody can ever he was never there. So this
Oh,
time
how
I'm like,
funny.
okay, I won't keep asking.
Yeah, the one time I
So
don't ask for you, you show up indignant as to why I
mm,
haven't asked for you. Well, maybe it just
it was
needed to be the
perfect. It was
right
perfect.
medium. But he does love you and he does care about you. I do feel like there's new love in your life. Am I correct with this? Because makes me feel like he brought you new love.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I've remarried.
Yes.
So
Do you I mean, that's from him though, right? So that's new love from him, right? So he's very happy about this and wants you to know he knows. Okay?
good. Yeah,
Okay.
thanks.
And I feel
That's
like, if
great.
I'm not mistaken, that this gentleman would be a little more active in the way that you like, only because he said he made sure he got that check marked. Checkbox marked.
Oh, yes,
So
but we still have like a disagreement on activities, so it's okay.
there you go. There you go. And then real quick, just for you, just real quick, because I have so many callers. I just will say your aunt, I do know that your aunt is a more recent passing for you, but also a sense where I feel like she was a strong woman, like a strong woman or an independent woman. She really gives me a sense of flair around her, you know? So I just feel like she was a lady that was so much full of life while she was here, you know, and even into her elder age, she makes me feel like she would be as active as she could be. Does that make sense around her?
Um, not me, maybe not her, but I think it could be my husband's mother, my
Uh,
husband in spirit's mother.
I got it. Okay. So you would understand it around her. Well, then your aunt doesn't want to say hello. I guess it's his mother. Because
Okay.
I have a lady, I have a lady that is like really full of life, very independent, really like to either like kind of do her own activities, do her own traveling, really make me feel like she had a group of friends with her, excited, laughs a lot, just this whole joy for life. So does that sound like his mother?
It does. It
Okay.
does. And
Was she
they passed about 3 years apart. It was pretty close.
There you go. Well, she's giving you all her love as well, okay? So I will just leave that with you.
Thank
And
you. Thank you, Colby.
obviously they are together. So lots of love to you, and you have a good night, honey.
That was a great surprise. Thank you. Have a great night.
Thanks. Bye-bye. How about 609? Hi, 609. This is Colby. Who is this? Hello?
Liz,
Hi, Liz. How are you?
hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, let me turn my TV off. I'm
Okay.
shocked.
What can I do for you tonight, honey?
I had some questions. My husband passed away several years ago, and what my future holds for me, or something
Okay.
around what
Okay, so we
I
just
don't
kind of
know
go
what's even
into that's okay. Let me do it for you. Let me do it for you.
okay.
I'm going to start with your husband first, just because this is a man. I feel like you had been together for many years. And I feel like, to be honest, I'm not 100% sure you're really over this passing, just because I know it was very difficult for you. You two just felt like you were really, really close. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like for him,
Yeah.
it's like he had these things that, I just feel like you guys kept talking about retirement, and you would get to this and that when you retire, and you would be able to do this and that. And then so it's just this whole thing where I feel like you didn't get to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like he passed prior to this part of your life, right? And I feel like for him, am I correct with that, honey?
We were both retired, but we had just had a house built, and
That's what I'm
he
saying.
passed 2.5 years after that.
Yeah, you didn't get a chance to do all the things that you guys had talked about, living that retirement life, right? You didn't, because to me, he really was looking to
My
kind
daughter,
of kick back and relax and do all of that. And it feels like you didn't get a chance to do those things. You understand that?
yep,
Okay. And
right.
I just feel like for him, and is he a little bit of a heavier guy? Or did he carry a little weight around his
Yeah,
belly? Okay. Just because he felt
yeah,
like he really enjoyed the food. He enjoyed the family a lot. He's a big family guy. And
absolutely.
yeah, and it makes me feel like I feel like he was somewhat religious, or maybe just believed in God. Am I right? I saw a cross necklace. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, he was. He wasn't really practicing Catholic, but uh,
Yeah.
when he was terminally ill, he requested he wanted a
a cr-
mass, he wanted the full,
Yes.
you know,
Yes. I got it. And
Catholic.
then Do you
or
happen to have
yeah,
across
had a
from
cross
him?
in his hand.
Yes, exactly. Okay, that's it. So he's
He's
acknowledging this, okay? And
very.
it's and he's very grateful that you
Mhm.
carried out his wishes as well, okay? He's letting me know he's grateful for that. And it gives me just this sense, really when it comes to you and your future, I think one of the things he gives me the most, he wants you to live your life. Like I really feel like it's been a little difficult for you to kind of put yourself out there, for you to really let yourself start over. And he's really encouraging you to do that. He really wants you to join new things and to get out and do as much as you can. That to me, it feels like you're not doing. I mean, I know we're in COVID, honey, but I feel like other than that, it's like you could be doing more of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like go down to the shore, he
Well,
says. Get out there and really live, like because I feel like there's another partner coming in for you. So you're not in another relationship yet, are you?
there was like 2 years ago, but I put myself out there and I got burned.
Oh,
So no, and I
okay.
don't understand that, but
Yeah, you gotta try more than once to put yourself out there, okay? That's putting all your eggs in one basket. What would you tell your kids if they did that, right? You'd say, "Well, keep trying and keep putting yourself out there." So it's important to keep putting yourself out there because I feel like that's just something that's gonna help you. Also, there's just a sense, I know you said you have this house, but I keep feeling like there may be a move for you. So have you been thinking about moving?
I moved several times since he passed. I just bought this house that I'm in 2 years
Okay.
ago.
Okay, got it. Okay. That bond is always going to be there, that his love is always there around you and with you. But I keep feeling like it's time to, again, all he keeps saying is give yourself permission to live and love. So don't let that person who burned you kind of ruin it all for you. Don't give him that energy and don't give him that power over you, okay? So I hope that helps, honey.
Okay.
All right. And he loves you.
All right.
He's around you and he loves you. And I know you have that special bond, and you're not looking to replace him. You're just looking for companionship, all right? There's only one him, honey, and he is yours, and he's always
Right.
with you. And so it doesn't matter where you move, he's going to follow. So lots of love to you, okay, sweetheart?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Bye, honey.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. It's hard, when you have that love and you miss someone, and it's very, very devastating. Here we go. Let us take 818. Hi, 818. This is Colby. Who is this?
Hi, this is Susan.
Hi, Susan. How are you?
I'm so happy you called on me. I wanted to reach out to you. My husband passed about 5 years ago, and I took his law practice and I gave it to another firm, and I've been entrenched with a breach of contract, and it's been like totally overwhelming. And I want to know if you feel I'm on the right track. I think he's been sending me messages, and
Yeah.
I've been following my intuition with.
Oh, well, first of all, I'm so proud of you for following your intuition 100%. That's really good. A couple of things though. Now, your husband, though, he is he's very charismatic and he's quite the fighter when he wants to be. Am I right about that?
Absolutely.
So, he may, okay, I got to slow down because he's getting me all flustered here. He says you're being taken advantage of. So I don't get the impression that there's a breach of contract. So the impression I get is for you to fight this based off of him because he's saying they're just trying to take advantage of you over this, because I guess maybe,
Oh no,
he,
I've already. I must tell you, I filed a lawsuit. I just don't know if I'm with the right attorney because he wants to withdraw. He doesn't understand the case, and I just sent him a powerful letter last night. But maybe I have the wrong attorney. I just want to know
yeah,
that I've already figured out intuition wise the three men that are taking advantage of me. I just
yeah,
want to know
see,
if you think I'm on the right track and I should get another lawyer or I should stick with who I have.
No, it definitely feels like you should go with a new lawyer because the lawyer you have doesn't feel like they're committed to fully representing you. They don't feel like they're passionate about this. I kind of think that they don't have the expertise in it. And I feel like you need someone who's like your husband as the lawyer. So, uh,
Yes,
you know what I
yes.
mean?
I need I
That's
need
what you
somebody
need.
very passionate.
Yeah, yeah, and this guy isn't. So
But
I don't feel like you're gonna get it done with this guy.
I must tell you, he's only interested in collecting what they still owed me when they closed their division and didn't tell me they were closing the division with my husband's cases.
Yeah.
And I've listened to my intuitive gut. I have followed it all along, and I'm just stuck because I need to get records to show that they gave the cases away and didn't include me in the equation. That they left me out of the equation. I feel it's so strong, and because I'm emotionally involved. Sometimes you don't trust your own intuition.
Yeah, you have to trust it. I almost feel like there's a way, if there's someone else in there that you are still in connection with or communication with, and see if they can help you. I feel like there is someone on the inside that is willing to help you, but this lawyer, it's time for this person to go. But again, you've got this whole case. So I feel like it's going to be fine, but your hubby still
Well,
wants you to fight, okay?
yeah, my attorney wants out. So I'm gonna let him go out, but he can't leave me with a court hearing coming up in January. And it's very hard with the COVID to be able to go interview other attorneys now. But I am gonna make some phone calls this week
Yeah,
to
do it. You it
somebody who specializes in what my husband used to do and see who he recommends that I go with.
yeah,
I just
perfect.
wanted to know if you felt I was on the right track, that there are three men involved with the stealing of the cases.
Well, I can't say stealing, but I can say that there were, I think at the top I mentioned that there are people not on your side with this and that they were taking advantage of you, and that I feel to be true, okay?
Yeah, and they know,
Okay.
and they're shocked that I did this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they're not
Thank
expecting you
you
to be as
so much,
strong.
Colby.
Yeah, they're not
God bless
expecting you to
you.
be as strong as
Really
you
appreciate
are.
it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
No, because they thought I was, I wasn't as smart as I was with keeping all the records.
Look at that, and you did.
Thank you
So
so much.
you're gonna do fine. Get rid of that attorney. You need someone who's a lot more passionate and educated and experienced in this field, okay? And have a good night.
Definitely. Thank
Okay.
you.
You're
God bless you.
welcome. All
Thank
right,
you.
bye-bye, honey. All righty, let us do another. That's always tough, right? It's tough when you have those legal, with our loved ones that pass, and then we have these legal cases, and it just divides people, pulls people apart. And it's so sad that it does that, especially when someone has a will or a trust and they go through so many steps to say, hey, this is what I want. And then when it's done or carried out, or people have a different perception, people get upset. It's just heartbreaking to see that happen. So keep trusting your intuition, Susan. I'm never going to tell you not to, that's for sure. All right, here we go. 415. Hi, 415. This is Colby. Who is this?
Hi, Colby. This is Annie. How are you doing?
I am well, Annie. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. My
Good.
question for you is, uh, my so somebody passed away recently, and I'm wondering if she's got a message for me. My lights keep flickering, and then my um, toothbrush turned on and was rattling.
Oh, that's interesting. I feel like with this, I'm just curious though, was this woman an aunt by chance or just a lady that was close to you?
Exactly.
Okay. And then,
Yes.
okay, I feel like, but she would have been, I was going to use the word peppery. She's saucy, spicy, very spunky, right? um,
Yes, correct.
yeah. And so I feel like, she was so crazy and adventurous when she was younger. I got to tell you. And I do feel like it's her kind of playing with the lights and stuff around because it's almost like, shake your tail feather. She's like, come on, let's go, let's go. Like, come on, shake it up. So I feel like she's just letting you know that she is like vivacious again. She's, her body is moving again. she's got this ability of life and love again, right? Because prior to her illness, I mean, prior to her passing, I believe she was ill, or it makes me feel like she couldn't be herself, and so I feel like she's being around. But it's also like taking the bull by the horns, that kind of saying. That's really her message to you, like, hey, this is your time. Step out, step up, step into it. Really live your life and really go for things. And I feel like that's what she's trying to do. I think she liked dancing because she keeps wanting me to move my body.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
She
so it's
did.
like kind of dancing in the place, dancing in the house, moving around. So I feel like, it's about loving the things, loving the cooking, loving the dancing, loving being passionate about what you do. Like, I feel like she's just really trying to inspire you, but also to let you know that she's okay.
Okay, so there's not one thing that she wants me to do. It's just everything she wants to be,
It's
a high tone like that.
it's right. It's just like it's really this sense, like, to be free with your life, to be free with your heart. Put yourself out there. Like, do you know what I mean? Try not to be so contained with everything. Try not to have it need to be so perfect for you.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
I wonder if
I will take her advice.
did she cook Italian food at all by chance? She just do when you throw a piece of spaghetti up against the wall to see if it's finished, but they also say throw up against the wall to see what
Yeah.
sticks. Okay, okay. So she threw a piece of spaghetti up, showed me throwing a piece of spaghetti up against the wall, and it really is for you to, like, right. It's starting to start putting yourself out there. I think this is with work and love, life. Like, you're in a good place. She said you're in a good place. Like, just keep going, going, going. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Lots
All
of love to
right, now I
you.
got to figure out my direction.
There you go.
Thank you.
I think it's about work, and it's about being creative, and it's about being passionate and starting to put yourself into something that makes you feel good.
I love it.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You're welcome. All right. Have a good night, Annie. Bye bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, let's go. We are doing them. They're rapid fire tonight. Here we go. Let us do another one. 386. Hi, 386. This is Colby. Who is this?
Hi, this is Lori.
Hi, Lori. How are you?
Good. I was just wondering if you had a message from my parents.
Oh, got it, Lori. Can I ask, Lori, would you understand a really close connection to your mother? Like, would that make sense that your mother was just a really understanding woman?
Yeah.
Like, I
Yes.
feel like she's a very compassionate lady. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, she's very thoughtful, very compassionate. I feel like she put people before herself. You understand that? She gives me a
Yeah.
feeling where my hand is up to my chest. Would she had happened to have cancer, sweetheart? Is that correct?
She did have cancer. Yeah. She had
Okay.
surgery though. They don't know if that's what she passed away from. She had Alzheimer's and
Mm.
got sick, but we think maybe the cancer came back.
I have the impression it was the cancer because I didn't really get Alzheimer's with her. And it's kind of interesting because normally, like, I'll have a numbness in my head that will let me know about Alzheimer's or dementia, but she's sharp as a tack. So I feel like she's already showing us how she is on the other side, because so prior to that she was sharp, she was quick-witted, very thoughtful. And so for
Yeah.
me, she's very, very much like that again, you know? Very much like
Good.
that. And very much reunited with your dad, which is wonderful, right? And I'm kind
Right.
of
Yeah.
curious, did your dad pass before your mom? Is that right? I feel like your dad took care of your mom, but then I feel like he might have passed before she passed.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I will just say, one of the hardest things for your dad was to go before your mom because he felt such a responsibility to take care of her. And so it's really
Yeah.
beautiful that they're reunited now and that they're together now, right? And I feel like it was
Right.
hard because
Yeah.
I think even your dad would get forgetful, but he just kept trying to hold everything
Yeah.
together while he took care. Like, he didn't want to,
Right.
I feel like he didn't want to let anybody on to the fact that he was forgetting things too. um, because then he was afraid he wasn't going to
Right.
be able to
Yeah.
have that freedom. So, and I feel like
Yeah.
I kind of feel like, did you have to get rid of a house after one of them passed? He makes me feel like he said something about
We
a
did.
house.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. He wants to thank you guys. Now, Lori, are there three of you? Do you have two other siblings? Are there three, honey?
There's 6 of us, but 3 of us are here in Florida and 3 are in Michigan.
Got it. Okay, thanks. Thanks. Okay, thank you. They give me this sense where I feel like your dad, honestly, like he had to do so much, and I feel like he still kept a good attitude, really good perspective about things, you know? And
He did.
I
Yeah.
get the feeling he has a lot of love. And I get the feeling where he just lets me know that he doesn't regret his life at all. And I feel like that's important to say. I don't know if maybe people were, worried that that like part of his life was quote unquote put on hold. Do you know what I'm saying? And he wants
N
everyone to know that
No, no.
he does not regret his life. He had a beautiful life. He got to do the things he loved. He's got grandchildren. I can tell you that because he loves him some grandchildren.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
know
he
we
does.
got some
Yeah.
grandbabies. And I get a real now, was he also in Florida? You said three of you in Florida. At some point, did he also
Yeah.
go to Florida? Because he showed me like really loving, but he was from Michigan. Am I correct?
Right, right. Yeah.
Okay,
They
okay.
came to Florida and then 3 of us followed
Okay,
him.
got it. Because he loved this Florida. He loved being there, really kind of suited him well. And
Yeah.
I feel like he got ill as well. Am I correct? Because he showed me one of you taking care of him. So, Lori, did you take care of your dad, honey?
Yeah, he
Okay,
did.
okay.
I did in a way.
Okay. Well, he acknowledges this. He acknowledges how you guys stepped up to help him, from being at the house or taking him to appointments and keeping your mom okay. Do you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like kind of doing the balancing. I feel like you all did the balancing. And so he wants to thank
That's
you guys for that.
exactly right.
Yeah, and he wants to
Yeah.
thank you guys for that, and I feel like you guys did a wonderful job with how to kind of separate everything because I feel like he didn't have all the I's dotted and the T's crossed. Like I think he tried to get most things done and he tried to make his wishes known, but it wasn't all kind of so perfect. And I feel like you guys, all of you kids, really worked together to make sure it was peaceful. Am I correct with this?
Yeah. You're
Okay.
100% correct.
And
6 of us, it was as smooth as could be.
yep, and he just really is very, very, very proud of that, proud of you guys. Would you happen to have a brother in
I
the
can see
spirit
that.
world by chance?
A brother what?
In the spirit world, a brother that's also crossed over?
No, but he has some grandsons there.
I got it. I want to let you know that he is with those grandsons, okay? He's, remember he said, "Oh, I love my grandson." So he's talking about the living, but he's also because he brought this back again. So I do feel like he's letting me know about, and it's a shame these grandsons passed way too young, but he's also letting me know that he's with them, and
Yeah.
they have that guidance. They have that guidance. One thing I just want to leave you with, honey,
Good.
you remember when you were younger and your
Okay.
mom was so like your mom's just wonderful, isn't she? She's just so sweet to people
Yeah.
and very thoughtful and very compassionate. And I feel like she would always be so accommodating and letting people know how she felt and a lot of energy with her, just this wonderful joy with her. And I feel like just to let you know, she's just
Yeah.
like that now. So that's how she is on the other side. So as much as you would have seen her have Alzheimer's in the living, that's not at all what she's like on the other side. Her and your dad are dancing. They love. I mean, they are. Oh, he is swooping up every dance he can get from her. So they are dancing. They are enjoying life. Her hair is done because she loves having her hair done. So they are letting you
Her
know.
her sister that her
uh,
sister that's there with her is a hairdresser.
Oh my well, that's it. So
So that's why,
isn't
yeah,
that funny? Making a point to say my hair is done. I love that. I love that. So just
that's
know,
awesome.
yeah, just know that they are all okay and they are well. I am would I'm just real would one of these grandsons though have had a super quick passing. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would it have been, I don't know if a reason like he takes responsibility, so would that make sense around that passing as well?
Um,
Do you happen to have a drowning by chance or
sort of.
no?
Oh, have a what?
Drowning or water? Someone's passing with water?
He that makes sense to me. He was, hit he was walking on the side of the road and was hit by a girl on her phone, but there was water there.
I'm sorry, I get it. Okay, thank
So,
you.
yeah.
Oh, I get it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because he
It
gives
was
me,
instant, though.
yeah, yeah, it makes me feel, but it makes me feel like, yeah, I mean, he didn't know what happened until afterwards, right? Like when I mean afterwards, I mean after
Correct.
he
Cor
transitioned because he didn't know because I just keep feeling like she either hit him from behind. It's like he didn't see her. I don't think she came
yeah,
from in front of him. I think she came from
right.
behind him. And
Yeah, that's right.
I feel
Yeah.
like I know it's super devastating just because tuning into him, what a beautiful young man he is. What a beautiful, I mean, like he's beautiful, but what a beautiful soul and what a kind guy and so much potential, you know? So, but I want you to know he is
He is
safe.
100%.
Yeah, he is safe with his family. He is safe on the other side and to know. Do you happen to have a Steven in the family, the name Steve for anyone by chance? Or a middle name Steve?
Um, no,
Hmm. Do we have an S name like Steve? Do we have an S name by chance or
not
no?
well, his
Hmm?
his sister's last name is Smith.
Smith. Okay. I almost feel like there's a Steve or a Stevens or a middle name Steve. I don't know. I can't. I would love it to be Smith. I'll leave it with you because he definitely gives me. I don't know if he had a friend named Steve. I just feel like it's letting Steve know that he's okay and that like he's just giving him a hello. So maybe you can just check, maybe check his Facebook or check around just to see if there's a Steve as a middle name or ST. If you could do that, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, but, yeah, I wish it could be Smith, but it's not. It's definitely a Steve. So, Steve
Okay.
or Eve. So, see what you could do. You can put it in the Facebook comments if you find out, okay? Um, and I just feel like too,
Yeah,
just
definitely. Thank you.
one other thing too is I feel like there is I wonder if his sister got married. Does he have a sister that's married by chance? Or is there a wedding after his passing?
No.
Is there a wedding after his passing?
We just had a wedding on Saturday with his
Oh,
cousin,
yeah, that's it. He was at
just
that
this
wedding.
past
Yep,
Saturday.
he was there. So just know he was at this wedding. Did you feel him?
And their last name starts with a S.
Oh, see, there we go. There we go. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
so he was at that wedding. So just know. All right. And lots of love to
that's
you.
great.
You know, they're all okay and they are all together. And apparently they're all looking fabulous with that beautiful hairdresser on the other side with them. Okay. Lots
Okay,
of
great.
love to
Thank you
you.
so much.
You're welcome. Lots of love.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Same to you.
All right, everybody. We'll do one quick one. So if you are the next one coming in, let's do one more, one quick one, okay? 650. Hi, 650. You're on air with Colby. Who is this?
Hi,
Hello.
this is Stanley.
Hi, Stanley. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for taking my call. I just have two quick issues here. I'm an RN, bedside ICU RN for 35 years, and I've attended many deaths. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure I'm doing okay. I've not offended anyone. And is there something that I could do better to help people in this time of need? Is anyone coming through for me? And secondly, am I on the right track with my soul contract? Uh,
So,
if if any of that information comes through at all.
yes, Stanley, I will just say, honey, one of the things I get for you, did you say you're an RN? Is that what you said you are?
Yes, an ICU RN,
Okay.
35 years.
Thank you, sweetheart. I want to tell you, I feel like have you ever heard of the term death doula? Have you heard of that term?
What was the second word? Death? What?
Doula. You know how there's a birth doula? You ever hear of a doula? a person who helps someone give
Oh,
birth.
doula.
Doula. Uh-huh. There's something called a death
I
doula.
have not, but I'll research that.
Okay, so there's something called a death doula. All right, Stanley. Stanley, I feel like you have an amazing gift. I mean, you're an amazing nurse, but you have an amazing gift. You have an amazing ability to help people. I believe you have an ability to help people transition. I believe I see you have an ability to help someone's soul feel at peace prior to their passing. You I can't believe how well you've been able to make people feel really loved and validated prior to their passing. And yet you are so guided by spirit that you allow it to flow through you so it doesn't stick to you. It doesn't make you heavy. Does that make sense? Do you understand what I'm trying to say there?
I understand.
Okay. I feel like for you, so you can absolutely this nursing is wonderful, but you have such a natural gift that I would love to see you explore that either through the death doula, which I think is something maybe as you start to consider retiring, that might be something you want to go into. And also, I would consider writing. I feel like you could write a book that would be so awakening to so many people. Have you ever thought about writing, Stanley?
I have not, but I'm not ruling it out.
There you go. So those are to me the two biggest callings I see that I feel like are right there for you. Is there anything in particular that you're like, hey, I wish I would have done this or that? Or I mean, to me, you're just so good at what you do and you're so amazing at it. The kind of transition part to death doula is just taking it in a little bit more in a different direction, but not too far in a different direction for sure.
I understand. Am I
Okay.
on the right track in regard to my soul contract? Am I doing what I was meant to
Yeah,
do?
you really are. I mean, you really, really are. I just feel like it's yes, to answer your question, you are, but it's like you're not done yet. you would I would love to say after 35 years you did it, but you're not done. I think it's going to keep evolving and growing and a little bit more in a little bit of the ways that I mentioned. And that's just going to be more fulfilling. But you've absolutely have done it, but you're so talented. You just feel like there's a whole creative side to you. Have you ever dived into your creative side at all? Like singing or art or writing? You just feel amazing to me. You have such a great energy, Stanley.
Thank you very much. Yes, I'm singer, actor, all of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that has a message for me from the other side?
Well, I do feel like I believe that we have a mother on the other side. Am I right? Oh, that's interesting. I had a mother, then a man came forward. Stanley, would you happen to have had a partner that is in the spirit world or a good male friend that's in the spirit world?
I've had several friends pass from AIDS
Yeah.
that were close to me back in the day, and,
Okay.
and my father as well. My mother is still with me.
Okay. This man I've got for you because the woman stepped aside and all of a sudden this man came in. He came in. He is someone I believe that you would have spent a huge amount of time with. I believe that you two were very either danced a lot together or like kind of very festive things together, outs or dancing, things like this, right? I believe that you might have even been there with him when he passed away. You were by his side. So, does that resonate for one of these gentlemen for you?
There was a close friend who passed from HIV. I was able to care for him in the hospital, but I was not there at the time of his passing.
Okay.
His name was Matthew. I'm
Okay.
not sure if that resonates.
Yes, yeah, but he gave me chills, but he also lets me know that that kindness or that you were helping him, okay? And I feel like ever since he passed away, he's been right by your side. Like he's kind of co-piloting your life. Because he wanted to help people and he wanted to give back. And I feel like this is his way of kind of helping as well, is to be with you and around you. So I hope you get a chance to feel him. Do you ever try feeling him or tuning in?
I do. I think of him often, even after all of these years.
Yep.
The funny thing is, we weren't really that close. He was an acquaintance of my best friend, and we hung out a few times. But he's on a prior reading, he's stuck with me,
Yeah.
and apparently he's still here.
He is there. And what's remarkable is I feel like because of that kindness that you showed him when he needed it the most, he just felt that that was a connection for him. And it was a connection he just wanted to kind of keep returning that favor, so to speak. And I feel like if there's any, and your dad, just so you know, real quick, because I gotta go, but your dad is so proud of you. You should know that your dad is very proud of you, okay? I just need to say that because your dad, I don't think is a real vocal person in that way. And I think your dad, I don't know if he necessarily said those things to you. And I feel like he could have been a little, I don't want to say closed-minded. That may not be the best way to say it, but he thought, he's very, he had his thoughts. And so I don't think he was a real emotional person, but he gives me so much emotion for you now. He just wants to tell you how proud he is of you and how much he loves you, okay?
That's right on the money. Thank you very much for that, and thank you for everything you do, Colby. It's marvelous how you help people, and
Oh,
I just I can't thank you enough.
thank you, Stanley. And listen, you've done an amazing job as a nurse, but make sure you're out there singing, dancing, and acting too, okay? Don't put that on the back burner. Okay?
Thank you very much, and
All right,
thank you for
lots of
taking my
love.
call.
All right, have a good night. All right, everybody. That is the end of our show. I do hope you have enjoyed it tonight. And we've got a lot of calls in, which always is fun to do. I do appreciate it. Next week, you guys, an amazing show. Guess who's coming on? Joe Shield, that spirit artist. So he's going to be on with me. We're very, very excited. I'm looking forward to having him. You saw all the events, they're on the Facebook page. Please feel free to subscribe and share and like, and lots of love to you. And make sure you take care of yourself this evening, okay? Lots of love, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Colby Rebel Show. Be sure to follow Colby on social media at Psychic Rebel. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, please head on over to iTunes to leave a review to help Colby grow the tribe. Colby is an international psychic medium, teacher, best-selling author, and speaker. She is a master teacher of the Lisa Williams International School of Spiritual Development and is the owner of the Colby Rebel Spirit Center in Los Angeles. Visit colbyrebel.com.